What's up, y'all? About to put the tweeters, the amp, and the audio signal splitter in, and hopefully the shift cable in today too. But I'm gonna show y'all everything, show y'all what everything looking like. Let me see all the tweeters first. Come with a sticker. I already opened these, but I'll show y'all just in case for people who never seen these outside the box or anything before. So, 3.5 inch tweeter, 4 ohms, Vx35ST is the model number if you want to buy these. They're on sale right now too, so I'll go ahead and get these. These are on sale for like $23, I think, or $24, I forget. But they're on sale, and they come in a set of 2 for about $25. Show y'all the audio signal splitter real quick. Here it is right here. Output 1 and 2. Then we got, here's the input right here. Output 3. And ground remote 12 volt. Here's the little connector for it that you put your wires in it, and it comes with a fuse. I'll show y'all the amp real quick. Let me move all this stuff out the way. So this over here. Stickers out the way. Oh, I got it upside down. Hold on. It's kind of hard doing this with one hand. There we go. Take this out. This off. Oh. Damn. So, I'm gonna let them. Alright, y'all. Before I take this amp out the bag, I did have this amp in the car riding around, just sitting in the box for a little bit, and it looks like the base rattled all the screws out. So I'm gonna have to find all the screws in this box or in this bag and put them all back in there, and then I'll show y'all it real quick. So let me do that and we'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that, y'all, but I got all the screws back in there where they need to be at, but this is the side where all the wires go on. You got ground remote, 12 volt, 30 amp fuse, channel 1, 2, 3, and 4 hookups over here. And then on the other side, you got high level inputs, 2 of them, and it did come with them right there, along with a sticker and some mounting screws. But it has high pass are full for channel 1 and 2. They go your RCA hookups right there. Then for channel 3 and 4, it looks like you can do full high pass or low pass. Then you got your gain, bass boost, and all of that, which bass boost definitely won't be touched on this. I don't ever use bass boost, but occasionally, sometimes I'll experiment with it, but I never leave it on. I'll turn it on just to hear how something sounds real quick and then turn it right back off. But other than that, I don't use bass boost. This won't be touched on this amp at all. It hasn't been touched on any of my other amps at all either, unless I was testing something out. But this is the model number again right here. If y'all want to go ahead and order one of these, I'll put the link down in the description. They go the mounting screws and the stickers and the high pass hookups for the so you can hook up your factory speakers to turn the to get the signal to the amp. That's it. That's all that came with this amp, but we about to start putting all this stuff together. Alright, y'all, before I go ahead and throw this back here, I noticed this is sagging, and I did tell myself that I'm gonna put some supports on here before I do throw the other amp in here. So that's why I just mocked up right here. We're gonna go ahead and cut this, cut two pieces, one to put on this side, one to put on that side. But that should be nothing but quick, easy work, real quick. A couple drywall screws, cut this real quick, screw them in, and then mount the amp up there, and we should be fine. So I'm gonna do that real quick, and we'll be right back. That was almost dangerous. Got the piece right here. It's not a straight cut, but I'm about to go test fit it in there, and we're gonna see if this fits. Alright, y'all, it looks like it fits there perfectly. I'm gonna go grab two screws, run that in there. I'm gonna cut another piece, and that's gonna be it. And we're gonna be mounting the amp down. I'll grab all my wires and all of that real quick, and we're gonna get straight to it. Alright, y'all, show y'all what I got done. I got the amp mounted up there. I got the braces on there, so it's a bit sturdier. It does wobble a little bit still, but it's a lot sturdier than what it was. It won't sag anymore. I'm getting my power and ground situated right now. Got my fuse block right here, ground and power wire, and I'm gonna be hooking them to this battery back here. And yeah, this is where I'm at with it right now. I'm about to run these power and ground wires. I had to run piggyback off of one of the remote off of one of the amps, and then after that I'll be basically plugging everything in and putting the tweeters in, and we'll see how it sounds after that. Alright, y'all, got it all hooked up now finally. Now what I'm about to do, I'm gonna go hook up the audio signal splitter. I still gotta hook up the remote for this. I still had to do that. I'm about to hook up the audio signal splitter and put the other tweeter in up front, and we're going to be testing to see if we get sound out of this after that. Alright, y'all, got the audio signal splitter mounted right there. I know it's a mess in here. I started cleaning it up a little bit, but once I'm finished and set on adding everything that is going to be sitting inside this console, I'm not going to focus on like getting all the wires where they need to, because I don't want to keep zip tying wires and then have to cut them and then have to zip tie them again. So once I get everything 100% inside this console, it's probably going to look like this, but I made sure ain't no live wires touching and none of that crazy type stuff. But yeah, there we go again right there. There's the RCAs for the crunch amp, and then just one set of the front RCAs from the for the mids amp for the audio pipe. And this is basically the input right here that goes from the front off of here, and it goes from there to there. So yeah, the only thing I have to do is grab the power connector, throw some wires in that, and I'm just going to piggyback off of the equalizer, and that should be done, and we should be able to test. Oh wait, no, I still got to put the tweeter in over here, so I still got that to do, but other than that, nothing else. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm about to start doing all that, and I'll see y'all in a second. Alright, y'all, got the tweeters in. One thing about the tweeters, one of the tweeter that I had in here before, I guess that one, when I had dropped the box, I guess both of them broke because that one had no sound coming out of it, even though the terminals was on there. But now I guess I'm gonna show y'all how to use the Oscilloscope, because I'm about to use the Oscilloscope to tune the crunch amp, and then after that I'm gonna drive to a parking lot and we're gonna see how everything sounds all together now. Alright y'all, so to test or to use an Oscilloscope, the very first thing you want to do is make sure you have your equalizer set. You want to make sure you always have your equalizer set before you touch the gain on any one of your amps whenever you use an Oscilloscope. So right now I have my EQ about, at least for my mid and high range, I have those set to where I'm gonna have it at. I'm gonna actually turn this high up just a little bit more, about right there. But yeah, you want to make sure you have your equalizer set. Make sure you have all of that set, because whenever you turn the gain up, it's set for whatever you have the equalizer set. You don't want to turn the gain up and then go set your equalizer, because then that's how mistakes happen. That's how I made mistakes in the past, and blue speakers and all that. But now I understand that you gotta set your gain, set your equalizer first, then your gains, and we're going to go more into depth of that right here in a second. And just make sure you set your equalizer first. Can't stress it enough. Alright, so step 2 of this process, you want to make sure you have your high pass filter and your low pass filter. If you have it on there, you want to have that set too. That's also a part of the equalizer settings. You want to have that set before you touch the gain knob, and you want to make sure your gain knobs are zeroed completely out. Only had this turned up some just to make sure the amp was working properly. But yeah, the next you want to get your Oscilloscope. Now this isn't the ideal way to hook it up the way I have it, but since I have literally just the tweeters are just going to be playing, none of the mid bass speakers are going to be playing, only the tweeters are going to be playing. So I'm gonna leave those hooked up. The gain knob is zeroed out, and I'm gonna turn up the volume to the maximum that I'm ever going to turn it to. That's one thing you also need to do before you start tuning it. You want to make sure you have your volume turned all the way to the maximum to you're ever going to turn it to. Also, another thing to take into mind, you don't want to do this with your speakers hooked up. I'm doing it this way because I feel as though that I know what I'm doing. I know I'm going to be safe enough to be able to do this because I have just only my tweeters hooked up. Now, if you have, or not only hooked up, the sound is only going to be playing out of the tweeters. Now, if you have, like me, multiple amplifiers, what you can do, just go through. I already did it for the mids amp. I'm going to do it right here. I left these ones plugged in so I can show you all this. Unplug the RCAs. That's all you need to do. Unplug your RCAs, that way no signal will be sent to those amps, so that way you won't damage those ones you won't damage those amps at all either. But yeah, make sure you have all of those unplugged. You definitely don't want 1,000 hertz tone going through your subwoofer when it's not meant to play those type of tones. And you definitely don't want it going through your mid bass speakers, because it can blow your mid bass speakers, especially if you have your gain a lot higher than what you're going to be turning up for your highs. But let me show y'all the Oscilloscope. Oscilloscope right here, you want to have it set to these settings. 20 milliseconds, that's basically how big the wave is. I'll see if I can find a video that goes more in depth on these settings. But you want to have your settings lined up just how I have mine down here, like this: 5 volts, 20 milliseconds, auto, and I don't know what that little symbol is down there. But this is how you want to have it set up, so that way you can get ready to tune your amps. Now I'm gonna turn up the volume to the maximum, and we're going to see the waves. All right, y'all. So the sound should be about to come back on. Alright, see how the way that looks? You want it to look something just like that, but you don't want no flat parts at the top or the bottom. When I mean at the top or the bottom, I mean at the top of the sound wave and at the bottom of the sound wave. You don't want to have no flat parts at all. So I'm going to try to turn the gain up. I'm not going to turn it up too crazy because I'm going to show y'all what it looks like. It's going to show y'all clipping. So I'm going to see if I can show y'all what it looks like real quick. That right there, that's clipping. I'm going to turn it back down. That's perfect. That's clipping. That's what you don't want. That's what kills your speakers. That's what harms them. So you want to turn it just until you get a perfect wave. I'm turning it about right there. That's for the front. That's just for channels 1 and 2 I just tuned. Now I'm about to tune channel 3 and 4, and we'll see how it sounds after that. Alright y'all, same process. I'm going to turn up the gain until I see it start to go flat, and then I'll back it off. Oh, the song was ended. Once again, that's clipping. That's clipping. Come back. There we go. Perfect. Now I have the highs all dialed in. Let me stop this. Hold on. But yep, that will be the basic way for you to tune, how to use an oscilloscope to tune your 4-channel amp. Now I did change this little this is basically the size of the wave. I changed it down to 0.5 milliseconds because I couldn't really see the wave before. So that's one thing you might want to take into account. But you definitely want to try to set it down. That all that does, like I said, is it adjusts the size of the wave. It makes it more viewable. But yeah, I could show y'all also whenever I am going to be switching out my SK2000. I mean, not SK2000, my RP2000 right here. I am going to be switching that out here soon for either SK amp or maybe a Brazilian amplifier whenever I go to start upgrading the trunk. But yeah, I'll show y'all how to do the bass. And I don't know, I really like this audio pipe amp. I'm gonna try to see if I can find another one somewhere online to run my highs, but I don't think I'm ever going to switch this audio pipe amp. I really like the way it sounds on the mids on these Scar speakers. But yeah, that's about it. Let me get ready to clean up all of this stuff, and we're going to go test to see how this sounds.
I don't know what else to do. Baby, Cooper, pressure cool. Baby, got that song on food. White girl, black girl, on the view. Molly Kush, I need no truth. Also geeked up on the food. Cash a check, I'm too confused. Girl, they got that too confused. Girl, they got that too confused. Ice, they got that too confused. Go too confused, I'm too confused. Get you, too confused. Free, I got me too confused. This one put you on the new. Free bill got them too confused. I've been Jesus, switch the truth. I don't know, I'm so confused. How many girls? 3 or 2? Beat that pussy black and blue. Damn, I like the way she look, but I don't like her attitude. Took her out and dipped her down, but she didn't show no gratitude. Cause I got a lot of them 4G auto tennis shoes. Supper to the heart, but I still don't make a business move. I cannot go back to jail, cause I got too much to lose. Don't leave home without my skill, cause I got some work to move. Smash, smash, no cut and pass her to the crew. Did what I did, don't finish with her, then I'll turn her on to you. This combobulated, man, I swear I don't know what to do. Gucci, man, I'm so confused that I forgot to pay my rules. I get high to love you. I don't know what else to do. Baby, Cooper, pressure cool. Man, you got this on. White girl, black girl, I'm confused. Molly Kush, I need no truth. I'm so geeked up, I'm confused. Cash and check, I'm too confused. Money got that too confused. Girls, they got that too confused. Ice, they got that too confused. I'm too confused, I'm too confused. You too Gucci, too confused. Free, they got me too confused. This one put you on the new. Free bill got me too confused. Drinking lean and smoking kush. I'm in the kitchen like a cook. Lean on my legs. I don't know what I done told. My black lawyer up on the G. Cash a visa, what I did. Far, far, bad, bad bitches. All the kids and shit. My iPhone and my bitch. Yo, we'll go for 4 with Gucci. to turn into a fucking bat. Popping bottles on the summer, feel like I'm inside the air. No security, Gucci down, future pure like everywhere. Free bag gang, free score, free bills out of here. I get high till
That sounds a whole lot better.
Baby got me so confused. White girl, black girl, I'm confused. Molly cushion, I'm so put you on the loop. Free bill got me too confused. If you ain't get no money, then you might as well leave the room. Free bill, free bill, free bill. We bout to give them here. Free pills, free pills, free pills. We got them vacuum sealed. I be dripping so much out. Got bitches ready to lick it off. I get so much shit this way. We gon' see what matters for. My wig gon' probably in the seat. On the dirty stick and some shit that stick in the medicine. I don't have a seat. This block around trying to kill a business. Do this bitch, I ain't never scared. Made a bag trying to get you dead. Everything on the thing I'm ready. With a green face, tied around, big shit. Kept the whole kitchen, then we knocked him down. Don't know goose, they run around. I should try to pop, but don't stopping us. They got one bitch that stay inside. We used to lie to them folks. Soon as I think I'm falling, turn out windows, let them chop it. Every time out they won't see me shit. Let the top down and you see me, bitch. I think the shots too separate, still. I'm making shit irrelevant. They been with that smoke on. This that skelly shit. Start up, thing my head gone. Skeletons, walk around with a red ball. Nigga, I don't want the bitch to tell you when I pass wrong. Cause they just wanna catch me with a mask on. Trying to find the other way. Back the bitch, take out the shit. You ain't trying to try to just get out the way. You might be without me. Tell me run that shit this way. I'm trying to keep going stupid. I ain't never scared. You big. And I put a head, I represent. We put it in that pan and grip. I ain't fucking you a fan. Put it, knock it out with the wonders up. I'm fucking on. They ain't thanking me, but they famous up. I think it's from them a kiss the bitch. I been putting on in the intelligent. We started think I got medicine. I think that money come. And I should be. Shit.
Alright, y'all, that's it. But other than that, I'm very pleased with how it sounds for now. Now it's just time to beef up the electrical, upgrade all my batteries, upgrade the alternator, and after that it should sound 100% better. And then also I'm going to be changing out the bass amp, doing an update on the entire trunk, and I need to find another amp for my a more better amp for my highs, because this is what I had the money for now, just to get them playing. But I'm pleased with how it sounds for now. But whenever I let me stop this. Let's see. But yeah, whenever I'll go ahead and order all basically 2 new amps and reveal what I'm going to be doing to the trunk with y'all and do the electrical. We're almost done with this car, with this for now, just to get it ready for next summer. Yeah, I'm almost done with this for next summer. Only thing I'm going to be doing is doing a real lift kit. I'm going to be replacing both front 2 fenders, fixing these indents from the wheels back here. All of that stuff is going to be light work. But as far as the interior and all of that, well, I wouldn't say interior. As far as the sound system goes, that's just about done. But other than that, we still got a few more things yet to do on this car for it to be completely ready for next summer. Thinking about starting to hosting my own car meets, because around here where I'm at, we have a decent amount of them, but there's too many haters around here where I live at. So you always gotta watch it back, make sure nothing happens. So I'm gonna start hosting my own car meets. If you want to get down with that, or if anybody wants to be a part of that, go ahead and put a comment down below. Follow me on Instagram. I have it in the description, and whenever I get started on stuff like that, I'll let y'all know. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video.